Top Tier Talks with Tim VC. We got another music review. My boy, we're getting it in, dog. One of my favorite guys out in the 757 scene, King Cullen M. Bar for bar, one of the best rappers I know, an engineer, a leader in the 757 music scene, and a podcaster. 1/3 of the Daydreamers. Let's get it. King Cullen M from Suffolk, Virginia. Got his start in middle school with a push from another third of the Daydreamers, Trilla T. He made his debut at his middle school talent show, wrote his first rap, and performed it. And from there, it was history. Like a lot of parents in our community, his parents were devout Christians, which made rap the forbidden fruit. With little to no access to music, he originally created his music taste watching Disney musicals and TV performances. And with age, his access to rappers expanded, listening to guys like Lil Wayne, Chance the Rapper, and Odd Future, tastemakers in the 2010s. After debuting his talents, he went on to go to VSU College, where he played Division II football and won a conference championship. This, to me, is where his competitive nature comes from, and in my opinion, what fuels him as an artist and makes him one of the greats, for sure. With inspirations like Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent, and DaBaby, you can just feel the energy and that competitive nature that want to be the guy. In 2013, he became the missing piece to the Daydreamers, joining Trilla T and Sky. In 2019, he joined Slumland V, collaborating with Big Daddy Flash and creating a group chat that starts off with many members, but boils down to 6 key figures. Now, let me tell you what's so special about this artist to me. I'm going to continuously say this. There's just a feeling that I get when I hear something that is special, right? And my first time hearing Cullen was at the legendary Puffin Mic in Suffolk. He was performing with the Daydreamers, doing one of my favorite songs, Head Rock, and easily a classic 757 hit. If you haven't heard it, get familiar. See, the thing about hearing an artist perform live is, for me, when I hear them bars, when I hear that shit hitting, knocking, and rocking, I be wanting to run it back. But you can't do that in a live show. You can't just say, stop, 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 stop. Repeat that bar. No. It's not like when you're listening to music on your phone, right? So after I'm hearing these amazing songs, this amazing, fully thought out performance, this cohesive conglomerate of individuals perform their art, right? I had to do my research. And everything that I found about these guys, and this artist in particular, was top tier, okay? Now, I came to Puffin Mic to disrupt the whole scene and bring comedy, but also market my beats, right? And the thing about Cullen is, he was one of the first people in that scene to embrace me, not only as a comedian, but as a music artist as well. He gave me one of my first 2 placements as a producer. And from there, we gained a mutual respect and a great friendship. Oh No Part 5, one of my favorite mixtapes of all times. A slapper, 1 to 8. I have 2 placements on there, Lonely and Oh No. Go check those out. Those beats are killer, right? But from there, he released In My Head Part 2, Midas, a fully conceptual album full of gold. 17 tracks top to bottom, with my favorite being Anxiety, right? The special thing about Anxiety is that was my song of the summer. And it's not because I was 100% anxious, which I do deal with anxiety on a personal level, but because I have a neighbor, right? His name is Mr. Brian. Shouts out Mr. Brian Brooks, right? And I cut his hair. And when I cut hair, I love to play the jams, right? And Cullen was one of the most played artists in my playlist. Why? Because Mr. Brian fell in love with anxiety. I started and finished every haircut in 2025 with anxiety, right? Every time I seen Brian and had an opportunity to play music, he would say, "Hey man, play that song by your homeboy. Play that song by your homeboy." I'd be like, "What? Anxiety? Yeah, I love that." And his favorite bar was, "I can't get too lit all by myself. It's pretty when you find a." I'm butchering the bars, but the gist of the bars was, right. Uh, she loves when I get behind me, follow the leader. That bar right there was one of a standout bar, right? And I love when a song has memorable moments. So from there, he releases his latest album, another fully conceptual album, World, right? This album is a very special album, right? Because it tackles a lot of different concepts on a lot of different levels, right? The war within self, the war with relationships, and the relationships with women and relationships with God, tackling the 7 deadly sins. My favorite Cullen songs are Anxiety, Fiddle, Your Type, Hide My Face, and my song that I did with him, Lonely, right? And, I tell him this all the time, right? His perspective on relationships and how he portrays that in music is my favorite way that he conveys art, right? It's just something that's very relatable about that to me. And I think we have a lot of juxtaposition with how we deal with relationships. King Cullen M not only is a third of the Daydreamers, a sixth of Slumland V, but also he's an entrepreneur in the music scene, putting together multiple shows like the Energy Showcase and Who Runs the Stage, right? These shows have been amazing hits every time, right? And I love when an artist not only paves their own path, but paves the path for artists that they respect to showcase themselves. And a lot of these artists that I will be reviewing that I have reviewed or I will be reviewing, I found through these showcases, right? So if you're looking for crazy bars, relatable perspectives on relationships, vulnerability, and growth through perspective and a fierce relationship with God, King Cullen is the artist for you, right? He tours. He's toured from New Orleans to Atlanta to Philadelphia. He's taken over the full 757 scene. He's so serious and goes so crazy and brings so much energy to the stage. There's been times where people don't even know that me and him are good friends. And they're standing outside, maybe smoking, talking, chatting with me, and they're talking smack about him. And I know that the smack is not that they hate him per se, right? But they can't fathom, right? Somebody with so much energy and so much talent who galvanizes so much attention on that stage, right? And think about him as a performer alone, but also with him being a part of the Daydreamers, right? They're so cohesive. They are so cohesive. They move together. If there's one mic, they pass the mic in synchronicity, right? And you can tell that they practice and take this thing seriously, right? And like I said about the last artist, I want to see him everywhere. I want to see him on the radar. I want to see him on Say Cheese. I want to see him being covered on academics. I want to see him all over every single blog, right? I want to see him take over the Grammys. I want to see him I want to see him freaking maybe even get an award for coaching football, right? Because he's also a football coach. And the thing is, right, I think that competitive nature, again, like I'm saying this again, right, I think that competitive nature really sets him apart from other artists in in the industry, right? I think that, you know, with music being so easily accessible and being so saturated with artists trying to make their path, right? I think people have lost competition and lost the grassroots of what this art form means, right? Rap comes from a place of competition, a little bit of negativity, a little bit of beef, and he embodies that fully, right? We have unreleased diss tracks that we made from certain artists that thought that they could measure up to the stain and the power and the talent of somebody like King Cullen M, and they pale in comparison, right? So I end the video saying this: if you don't know, now you know. Tap in. King Cullen M, my favorite, now yours. He's got the Midas touch. If you're wondering where you can find this guy, you can find him on all platforms at King Cullen M. That's all platforms. King Cullen M. Also stream his last 3 albums. Oh No Part 5. It didn't make the album. In My Head Part 2, Midas. And his recent release, World. You won't regret it at all.
Biggest picture, expand your camera, a little cannabis will knock a nigga off a bitch nerd. Ask a nigga, she so deep, but I can't help but kiss her. Game won't let me diss that pussy yet, I'm off the liquor and some ganja. Don't make a party, you best believe you niggas cross me. Go see the father and not your honor. Turn this to the murder capital, what's in your pocket? I got something pussy niggas doing, it ain't a problem. Put me at your own risk, in the back with your bitch. Right after the show, she come to you with scoliosis. Don't move on emotion. Got niggas told around who waiting for the moment to make a show out. Close mouths don't get fed. You better talk with sense to me. You pinhead bitch niggas don't know these choppers symphony for clicks. I'm an entity that thrives on competitive energy. Say something about my guys, my niggas sending me to bliss. A bounty hunter, don't need no money on your hands. I see a cow running, must be something niggas said. I try to stay 100, but I'm too close to the edge. Me and Broke come through swinging with that sword is double edged. Don't get me too drunk, baby, all I see is red. When that liquor in me, 2 more blunts, my nigga head spin. Niggas think it's sweet, but don't come to that dead end street. You do that, my niggas see you like a blessing.